and welcome to Life of the Party, the Delphos Saga. I'm Nyx, your DM. We are NyxRising. Are you ready to go?
Yes!
Cue title sequence. We catch up with the students of Delphos Training Academy on the way back from the first task of their final exam. They have conquered the labyrinth. Our last session saw them taking on various puzzles, fighting with various enemies, facing various traps, to some significant damage and to some significant genius on their part, eventually making their way to the final chamber of the labyrinth and facing off with the Crystal Minotaur at last. They defeated the Minotaur with a mighty blast of fire from Pandora and were guided out of the labyrinth back to their mentors. You are on your way back to the school. Shrouded in darkness in a carriage with your mentors, you roll up the hills, through the streets, no idea where you are, but you know to expect the journey to be perhaps 3 or 4 hours as it was before. This time is spent making idle chatter. The mentors sort of make it clear that they don't want to talk to you about how you did in the exam immediately, and just to relax as you make your way back into Erin and you start to feel the cart rolling over various flagstones in the streets of Erin that you're so familiar with. Outside Delphos Academy, the darkness is dropped once more.
You know, you could have done that the moment we got into the city again. I've seen the city quite a few times.
It's less fun that way.
Alright.
Laura kind of looks quite amused.
Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I really want to hit up the infirmary.
Yeah, you guys are looking
Yeah, we should get patched up.
pretty beat.
Yeah. I'm going to sort of give you a nod, Alexandra. I think that's a very good idea. Take your time, go to the infirmary, rest tonight, and the three of us will talk over everything that you did today. And tomorrow we will find you and discuss that.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You all did well. So, go on. Go get rested up.
Great.
See you.
Catch you later.
They say their goodbyes and you are left outside on the steps of Delphos Academy once again.
Okay.
I got gored.
Yeah, you did.
You really did.
Let's go get that looked at.
Yeah, please.
We're both covered. Covered? We're both covered in crystal scars.
Yeah, I don't really want to get scars, so
No.
let's get this sorted.
You head through the academy out into the main courtyard. So it's like 12 buildings around a large courtyard, and you enter into the courtyard and then there's doors to get to all of the different buildings. Cross to one of the larger buildings, which holds not just, but holds the infirmary for the school, where many of the House Antares students will do apprenticeships over their years here, learning how to take care of others. You find Kyrie, your fellow student who you were with on your first day, in there working on the desk.
I'm Kyrie.
Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you three. You look worse for wear, but
Yeah, we could do a game patched up. How have you been?
I'm okay.
Great.
Yeah, please come on in. Let me find you some beds.
Thanks.
Sure.
She leads you through like a small entrance area into a larger chamber where there's dozens of beds and then smaller rooms off to the side where you would know people are treated when they have something that perhaps shouldn't be visible to everybody else. But looking you over quickly, she guides you three to just like one small corner with 3 beds. Draws a curtain across so you can be together but private from the others. Sits you down and is like, okay, who needs attending to?
These two.
Yeah, okay. Just sit down and I guess strip off, show me the wound.
Sure. It's a one piece. Here's everything.
You strip off your armor, I guess lift up your chitin. She blushes quite deeply and is like, okay, 1 second. And she will tend to your wounds, slowly, gently, like starts with a salve that's been mixed up, and like nice, cool, sort of refreshing feeling over the wound, and then
He giggles when it's near his little gills on his rib. He's like, no, not there.
oh, sorry.
Not there.
She giggles too, very nervously. and she can't look you in the eye. She's like, moves on to a bit of healing magic, places both palms around the wound, and slowly you two will see it start knitting back together, especially the smaller ones from the crystal shards of the Minotaur just start knitting back together until there's nothing left of them. The larger wound leaves kind of what's left of a wound maybe 4 weeks later of a bad wound, like healing up, but it feels significantly better to how it did.
You're incredible. That felt amazing.
You're so talented.
Oh, thank you. Anything to help you? And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you.
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry.
She's a little bit more contained as she treats you.
I'm curious.
And the same thing, all the little sort of cuts from the shards of crystal and any other wounds start to knit themselves back together. You're left with, a handful of bruises.
Yeah.
She'll treat you as well until you look like you've seen a fight maybe a couple of weeks ago and not a few hours ago.
Thank you, yes.
It's okay.
That feels so much better.
I really needed that.
I'm glad I could help you. Have you just done your exam?
Part 1.
Yeah. I guess we're not allowed to say much, but yeah, we did the first part.
Wow. Can you say did it go well?
Don't
We
know yet.
don't know.
Oh.
I mean, we got out, but
I think it went well.
I hope so.
Well, you're in one piece. Not like everybody comes out in one piece, so
Yeah. Thanks to you. Patching me up.
well, do my best. I don't think I'm ready for my final exam or anything, but
Well, what you did just now, I would say that you were.
maybe if it was, in an infirmary.
Well, everyone needs good support on their team.
Exactly. Like, we could have used you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying not to give too much away, but I touched something I shouldn't have, and it knocked me right out.
Oh. Well, I guess you could do with an enter a student in your little gang. No, then I'm getting ahead of myself. I have other people to see, so just
No, of course.
these beds are yours for as long as you need them today. Please rest up, and I'll be back around later.
Sure, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks again.
Yeah. She turns and disappears.
I think she likes you.
Yeah, she's really nice.
She's sweet.
Yeah.
From where your corner of the infirmary is, you can see like a curtain get drawn back and another student come out with one of the faculty members who works in the infirmary. Beyond that, you can see in a bed, looking perhaps unconscious or unmoving, another student of the school. The student nurse and the faculty member look kind of worried, and they sort of hurry up, pull the curtain across again and hurry up to the other end of the infirmary.
Do we recognize who that is?
No.
Okay.
What do you think that's about?
I don't know.
Maybe another... I don't know. Quite a few people do their final exams at this time, don't they?
Yeah.
I guess so, maybe. They didn't do so well.
I hope they're okay.
Yeah.
They're in good hands here. Especially with people like as talented as Kyrie around.
You guys are dressed up. You took quite a beating in there.
Yeah. It'd be nice to kind of wind down after all that.
That was fun though, right?
It was fun.
That was really cool. I can't... The way you took it out at the end, Pandora,
I still can't believe it myself.
You're powerful.
Sometimes.
No, quite a lot of the time I think you just need to give yourself more props.
Yeah, you had stuff that came in handy in very particular situations that we wouldn't have been able to do anything about without you there.
We're just lucky that those particular situations came up, I guess. But no, you guys are amazing.
And so are you.
Very honored to be on your team.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad to have you guys on my team. It seems that weird that we met 2 to 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing my final exam with you.
I feel really bad saying this, but like I don't know anything about you guys.
No, I don't think any of us really know that much about each other.
No.
And maybe that would be a good idea to find out if we are working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're friends now, right? That's what we should do. Get to know each other properly.
Talk about friend things like, what's your favorite color?
Is that what friends do?
Yeah. You know, the really intense personal questions that friends would know about each other.
Right.
What's your favorite color, Icarus?
I don't know. Every single color has left my mind right now.
What are colors?
You asked it with such intensity, you scared away the answers.
Yeah. I like purple.
That's very intense.
I like gold.
It's a good color on you.
Thanks.
Oh, I like so many colors. Like the blue that you get, like in the ocean. That kind of blue.
Yeah, that is very good.
It's real pretty.
We should go to the ocean.
We should.
Yeah,
Hang out at the beach.
that
Yes.
would be nice. Maybe we could do that and get to know more about each other.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Because then we will work better as a team. Like, not that we don't already, but we could be even better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as well, I think we need to know... I know what you guys are really good at, but it'd be good to know each other's
Weaknesses?
weaknesses, I guess, so that we can try and compensate for each other.
That's a good idea.
Help each other out.
We can go to each other's backs.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how was your back?
Same as always.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Angela looks a bit sheepish. Anyway. No more of that, I am tired.
Same.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go to sleep.
take a nap.
Yeah. I love having naps in the middle of the day, this is nice.
You lie down for a while, sort of maybe make a bit more idle chit chat amongst yourselves, start dozing off. At one point, the main door to the infirmary is thrown open, and Kyrie comes back into this area from the desk. He's like, "Can I get some help over here?" to some of the faculty members, and they're like, a few of them stand up from where they're working and like rush out to the outside door. You see the door swing closed again. It's quiet for a moment, and then you see both the doors open to make more room, and one of the faculty members move their hands in an incantation, and you no longer see them. You would recognize this as an illusion spell, but you hear movement through the infirmary.
They don't want us to see something.
That can't be good.
No.
You see how many of them rushed over?
There's sort of a little bit of curiosity from most of the people who are sitting up in their beds, like not shut behind curtains.
Can you see through it?
I think see invisibility lets you see through an illusion. You would just know it was an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not see-through an illusion. Okay.
I don't know for this sort of thing. I don't think they've made themselves invisible. They just made it so that we can't see what they don't want us to see.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
You see a few of the curtains move with the movement of people rushing through, and another private door down the end of the infirmary open again, and then close after itself.
I hope whoever it is alright.
Yeah. I wonder if it was someone taking their final exams.
Yeah. I'm sure they're in good hands. Do we see Kyrie around?
She's as the main doors close, like swing back closed to the front desk area, you see that she's still standing there like and they just sort of close and hide her away.
I'm feeling fairly chipper. I'll go out to her.
Okay. Yeah, you get out there, you push through the doors again, and she sat herself back down behind the main desk. She's like,
Kyrie?
"Hi."
Are you okay?
"Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm trained for this sort of thing. It's just kind of rough sometimes when you see someone in a real bad state."
There's someone you knew?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want, but... Pandora just goes and gives her a hug.
Oh, she like lets you hug her, and after a moment just hugs you back really, really tight.
Oh!
She's pretty short. She's like 5'3".
Oh!
So she's kind of hugging around your waist.
Oh!
Yeah. And she holds you tight. She goes, "I'm not supposed to talk about it, so I won't. I'm trying to be good, but
You don't have to.
thank you.
It's okay.
You guys feeling better?"
Well, I'm doing okay. Like, I didn't really get hit back there. It's the other two who took the beating.
Oh, you're really impressive.
Not really, just lucky.
No, you're really impressive. I've seen you.
Pandora blushes. Like, it's nothing.
Sure, it's nothing, she says.
Well, here if you want to talk about anything, but I know you're probably not allowed to, so just here if you want a hug.
Well, you too. Anytime.
Yeah, anytime. Okay, I'll go back to the others.
She seems to be a bit more herself after that, like, yeah.
I love her. Soft.
Cute.
So, you can take a long rest now if you want.
Yippies! Yippies!
So, you take your long rest, you relax for the rest of the afternoon, essentially, and into the evening. Your mentals aren't expecting to see you until the morning anyway. Is there anything anyone's doing in the evening before you go to sleep?
I want to... I assume that we'd leave the infirmary when we were feeling a bit better and go back to our own rooms.
Yeah,
Okay.
whenever you want to. You're not being held in there.
Cool. So I'll make my goodbyes. Walk past Kyrie, like, see you later.
Bye!
Thank you again.
Thank you!
Oh, baby. I vibe with her so bad. Go back to my room and then just vibe with the coin that I bought, or that I won, and the shield that I found.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah. Do a bit of
Well, I know
vibing with
what you
those. Do a bit of vibing with those. Okay. The coin, you vibe with it for a while, you sit down and study it. Just seems vaguely like a regular coin, but you already know there seems to be something arcane about it. And you discover that this is quite a unique creation, known as a mesmerizing coin. It seems to reflect the light in an unnatural way, and as you move it around on your hands, and it is quite literally mesmerizing to look at. You learn that when you're interacting with someone outside of combat, you can play with this coin in their line of sight for a chance of mesmerizing them. The target must make a wisdom saving throw contested by a sleight of hand or performance check. On a failed save, the target is stunned by the performance. This effect will continue until you stop with the coin trick.
Ooh!
On a successful save, they have no idea you've tried to do it.
Oh!
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. So you can stun someone whilst you're playing with it, and as long as you keep playing with it, they will remain stunned.
Amazing.
Huh.
A brilliant
Pretty
distraction.
nifty.
While stunned, they cannot. Their speed is 0. They cannot communicate with anyone or do anything.
Cool.
Tight.
That could come in clutch at some point.
Yeah.
The shield that you found in one of the sarcophagi, it's like a hoplite shield, like a round shield with a stud in the centre, with a bow and arrow symbol carved right onto the stud. This shield requires attunement. Whilst you are attuned to the shield, you have resistance to damage from ranged weapons attack. Yeah,
Oh shit.
I'm attuned.
you can attune.
That's really good.
That's really good.
You cannot unattune.
Oh.
Oh shit. God damn it.
You have said you attune.
Damn it.
You're attuned to the shield and you don't feel like you can't put it down somewhere or anything like that, but you do feel a surge of magical connection that you can't shake.
Shield's haunted.
We did get it in a spooky labyrinth.
Yeah,
You did take it out of a sarcophagus.
Christ.
Oh no, Icarus is cursed.
Okay.
Icarus is cursed, Mayes is haunted. What's your thing? I don't know.
So, are either of you two doing anything else for the evening?
Nothing in particular, just sort of winding down, doing some relaxing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably not anything particular, we'll just be reading, studying.
Okay. You spend the rest of the evening relaxing however you best see fit. You spend your evening getting cursed. And then you sleep. You sleep soundly through the night. In the morning, you get up, regular morning, no one waking you up at 4 a.m. to take you off to a labyrinth.
Got some darkness on us.
Rude. And yeah, is anyone doing anything in the morning before you speak to your mentors?
Just gardening.
Gardening?
You do anything?
Pandora likes to read in bed in the morning.
Oh, bless. My heart.
See?
Yeah.
As ever, up at 5 a.m, goes for a jog,
Okay.
and then we'll go up to the training pitch with his sword and shield.
Okay. It's fairly quiet out here at this time of the day. You stay out there for a while and a couple of other people come by, jogging, training, getting a head start on the morning. It's here where Lorikai finds you. He comes out there in the morning looking for you and kind of maybe expecting that you might be there. Just walks up behind you. He's wearing like a basic sort of training leather armour. And he comes up behind you and goes, "Boo!"
Morning. Look at you
Morning,
being up
kid.
early.
I know, look at you being up early.
Always up early. Wow.
No, I still remember those evenings when you were like, what, 17? And you would stay up till 3 in the morning. I'll be up in the morning. I swear I'll be up in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't think I've forgotten.
I want to forget everything else. Oh man.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah.
Well, okay. Fine.
He wants to go.
I'll spar with you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hang on, just give me a sec.
Sure.
He'll walk over to the side of the training area and put his cane down. Stretch out slightly. You see him just like, take out his sword that looks just like your spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Same, right down to the same dents and scratches in the handle.
Oh.
Okay, I'm not that old. I can do this.
We'll see.
Okay. Then shall we? And then I can talk to you about how you did yesterday.
Sounds good. Take a
We'll
position.
a position maybe about 20 feet away from you and ready the sword. What are you fighting with?
Short sword and the shield.
Okay.
Just bow to him first and then
You bow to you two.
ready myself.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god. No. What is my initiative again? +3. Ah! Good god. Cocked. Okay, 14.
14.
Oh, Lorikai! Sweetie!
Get him.
Okay. Lorikai lifts his sword up towards you after you've bowed and says, "So how did you think you did yesterday?" And then he's going to swing for you. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits, that's my armor class right now.
Okay. For 7 points of slashing damage.
I honestly feel like I could have done a lot better. That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For 4 slashing.
4 slashing damage. Okay. So he brings his sword down and feints to one side and then hits you in the other, and you're able to use the opening to swing around and get him. He's still speedy, like quite dexterous, even
God,
with
yeah.
his brass leg.
He's a war hero.
But yeah, not quite as speedy as he used to be. And a few years ago you might not have been able to hit him that fast, but he's getting on a bit. What do you think you could have done better at? The second one doesn't hit you. You just managed to deflect it off.
Oh, I don't get to hit him this time. It was a 10. Keeping my cool.
Well, there's that. You doing okay? As your two blades sort of clash together, he hits your shield. You knock his blade away. You doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You know I can see everything, right?
No.
He raises his sword up at you again and poses like he's going to attack. Those bracelets were scrying bracelets. We were watching everything you were doing.
Oh. Right, great. That's...
He still doesn't hit. Even as you're slightly distracted by his answer, you're able to bring the shield up and knock his sword away.
Great. That's embarrassing.
Don't be, we've got to grade you somehow.
17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
Ooh! Yeah, well, still. Should have a handle on that, you know? It's been years.
It's been years. Yeah, sure it could. Okay, that is going to hit you with a 26.
Yes, it is. 26.
Oh, that is 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So he takes advantage of your momentary lapse as you're talking and just hits the flat of his blade against your side again.
Ah! Where's the gills?
Sorry. Look, you can't use "it's been years" as an excuse, okay? When you go through something like that, you can't just expect to get over it by not thinking about it.
Damn it.
Just knocks your blow away again, just having this conversation. You remember what it was like after we first met, right?
Yeah.
What a mess I was when I was staying in the temple with you?
Well, yeah, you just lost your leg and eye.
Yeah, but I got over it. But I didn't get over it by just pretending it hadn't happened. That's cocked. That's not gonna hit. His heart's not really in the next part as he's talking to you.
Mine is.
Shut up, old man.
24.
24 hits.
For 9 damage slashing.
Damage, okay.
So just side of my sword against his thigh.
He's like, oof.
Yeah, well, I was 7. 24 now.
That doesn't matter. What?
Yeah, but
What? You think that much time is just gonna make it all go away?
I should be able to deal with it better than that.
He puts his sword down in the sand. He's just taking the dodge action on this turn. You know, we've talked about it quite a lot over the years, but you haven't faced it yet. And at some point you're gonna have to. I cannot say how unhappy I was watching to see that of the three of you that happened to you. But you coped better than I thought you would. Maybe it's time you consider facing it head on.
How?
Same way you face anything else head on. Bit of practice.
15.
At disadvantage, he's taking the dodge action.
Still 15.
He sort of steps aside as you swing from him. He's like, ah,
Yeah.
I'm talking now.
No, you promised you train.
Okay, piercing his sword again. Just takes a weak swing at you without trying to hit you. You know, I heard you as well when Alexandra was talking to you in the tavern, saying you don't really know what you want to do with yourself. You know, I've always advocated that it doesn't matter, right?
Mm.
But it's also something you need to think about. It's going to be your future soon. And seeing as you passed your first task...
I did?
Of course you did. Look at the three of you. All three of you passed it. You're flying colours.
That's great.
But perhaps you could do with relying on your teammates a little better. You're always there for them. and then you expect to have to be there for yourself and not get any help from anyone else, which is you in a nutshell. I'm proud of you, okay? I'm supposed to give you proper feedback on all the things you did that were good and all the things that you did that were bad, but, you know, I saw you handle those undead, and I don't think you've handled anything like that before. I know you can do better than that.
You think?
Yeah, I've seen people with your sort of divine magic just destroy them in a blow, and I'm sure you could. I just get that you haven't faced anything like that before. So, creative, I like it. You were perceptive, good with the puzzles. What did I say? You knew you were great. You didn't go down once. So, yeah. I'm proud of you. And I was actually thinking...
That's dangerous.
That's a blow on your side. 4 points of damage. That perhaps goes to swing again and just catches the blade in his hand and holds it out to you. It's time I passed this on.
What?
I saw your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, well, you mean a lot to me.
Don't get sappy about it.
Oh, shut up.
Just take the sword.
17?
A 17 doesn't hit. He's like, sidesteps you, it's like, wow. Strike an old man unarmed.
I'm gonna hug him. Take the sword and then hug him.
He hugs you against his chest with one arm, ruffles your hair with the other.
Thanks.
Least I can do. Just consider it a gift for passing your first task. Don't expect one every time.
Oh, why not? I mean, you gave me my glaive when I got into the academy. You've given me this now.
Well, whatever. It's nothing.
Thanks.
Whatever you do after this, I'm gonna miss you around.
I don't think I'll be going far.
I'm not letting you stay in the academy. You think you're moving back into my room?
What?
You're not a kid anymore.
So?
You can get your own place. It's my space. You think I can't bring a lady friend home and you're just gonna be there in the other room?
Lady friends?
I didn't for years when you were living with me.
You don't... Do you have lady friends?
Yeah. What do you think when I say single for the rest of my life?
Let Laura Kai fuck! I mean, it's just something I never thought about, I guess.
I'm not that bad looking.
I didn't say that.
I'll take that sword back.
No.
I'm proud of you, kid. He's gonna shove you. Listen. You got some time before your next task. And think on those things that you struggled with. And think about how you're gonna cope with them. And don't feel bad for how you reacted, okay?
Okay.
It's how you deal with trauma like that that defines you. Not what you went through.
Sure.
I'll see you later. I'm exhausted. And I need to get a sword. He'll go over to his walking stick and lean a little heavier on the cane as he walks back inside.
I love him. You don't know all the facts. I love him.
Mayes, you are out at the gardens.
I am.
And before long, you hear some footsteps coming up behind you.
Morning.
Oh, you heard me.
Of course.
How are you feeling today?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been out here for a few hours now.
Well, yeah. It was a lot of stuff we did yesterday. I just figured I'd
Oh,
relax out
I'm
here.
not here to tell you that you need to train. I just wanted to make sure you're okay after yesterday.
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? We did pretty well as far as I'm concerned, so...
We heard what Pandora said.
Yeah? What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell me anything you know about having a spirit attached to you. You've been complaining about your shoulders for years.
There's nothing to say about it, Citra. Pandora's great. It's not that I don't believe her. It's... I have no reason to believe why that should be true.
She looks at you and it's just like... considers you for a moment. Okay. You're right. You know what? Let's do something else. We can work on your ciphers today.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of symbols in that labyrinth. Lots of good inspiration.
Come on, let's go inside then.
Sure.
And she will lead you inside to one of the, like, I imagine like private classrooms for mentoring, kind of like her office space, and sit you down with all of the stuff that you've been working on and be like, go ahead, you need any help? I'm right here.
Well, okay. Why don't we each come up with a message and we can see who's quicker to figure out the other person's.
You're on.
I'm always on.
Sits down at the desk, gets out stuff to do her own cipher.
Come on, Citra, it's never not going to end up competitive.
Mm-hmm. Okay. About competitive.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I did notice yesterday, she says as she starts putting together a code and sort of like purposefully blocking it so you can't look at what she's doing. No, she did. After you touch that Cyclops statue,
Yes.
and you had a little bit of a curse put on you, just a little bit.
Just a little one.
You got quite fussy with the other two about leading.
And when I realized it wasn't working, I let them take the lead.
You did, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
You struggle with being too competitive. And you know that?
Yeah.
Something to bear in mind as you have to work in teams from now on. I know you're used to working by yourself, with no one to impress but me. And there will be times when you're out of this academy where you're working by yourself, probably quite a lot, but when it does come to working in a team, that's when you're the most valuable to people.
Okay. Just... I didn't want to be a letdown. Thought I'd try.
I understand that, but it's not letting people down to say, I can't do this right now, someone else take the lead. That's sensible. Turning away, working on her cipher.
Okay.
You did do truly great, though. I saw your skills flourish. I was particularly impressed the way you disarmed that arcane trap.
Me too.
I think that's something you could use a bit more practice on, because it's not something we've concentrated on that much this year.
Don't really do that very much.
And I didn't think really about how much arcane stuff you'd be coming up against. Not something that you've specialized in.
No, but I do have some enchanted thieves tools now, so...
Which was a very smart buy.
Yeah. They need to stop calling them thieves tools, Citra. I'm not a thief. It's a bad industry term.
Trap tools.
Trap tools, that's better.
We'll call them trap tools, and I'll see about the school board changing it.
Thanks.
But you put that skill to perfect use. I mean, barely a lock you couldn't pick. I was impressed with the way you were finding hiding spots in combat, using that maze to the best of your ability.
Yeah, felt good.
You did good.
Thanks.
And despite the competitiveness in places, you had great teamwork skills.
Working on it. They're good friends.
Good. She looks very pleased to hear that, but she sort of holds back her response and turns further away until you're basically sitting back to back. So we can work on spotting some arcane elements. Maybe we'll get some of the Medea students to set up a few traps for you to try and figure out.
A little obstacle course.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I like that.
And you can show that Domus Calidus is more valuable than the rest of the houses.
Of course. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Right, are you almost done?
Yeah, I finished ages ago.
Sure you did.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost done. She falls silent for a while and concentrates on the rest of her cipher. And just sort of makes some idle talk, just like, how are you feeling about the fact you're going to be finishing here soon?
It's weird. It's been an interesting few years living here.
You thinking you'll go straight home?
No, I want to go out and see a few other places and get some practical experience before even thinking about that. I know it's a lot to burden myself with, but it's something I want to do.
No, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
I just wonder what route you might want to go into when you finish here. Political, military. Thinking about your goals specifically.
Probably something to do with politics.
Okay, well, we've got contacts, we can pull a few strings.
Yeah, maybe joining up with some organization or another would be good for me for a while.
Perhaps so.
Appreciate it.
So show me your cipher.
Okay. Swap on 3. 1,
2,
3.
3. Okay, to figure out the cipher, make an intelligence check.
Okay. Can I have my proficiency? Because I've studied this.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so +5. Oh, 22.
22, okay. You can tell that she's perhaps not competing with you as she does this. She's just like watching to see how you're working. But she is figuring yours out. You figure hers out very quickly. And you sort of symbol, letter, and it's like an anagram once you've deciphered all the letters, but you're able to put them in place. And it says, you passed the first task.
Wow, you could have just said that in real words.
You wanted to do the competition thing.
I did, but I figured as much anyway.
Right. And she figures the rest of yours out.
Yep. It says, I won't let you down. You've given me the skills to achieve my goals and I am grateful. I will miss you, but your lessons stay with me.
Make an insight check.
Oh!
+8, please. No! 16.
16. You see a heavily guarded expression sort of come over her face, but you've known her long enough and spent enough time in close quarters with her. You can kind of see a slight shine in her eyes where she gets a bit emotional and like the way that her chest sort of tenses slightly, and she's just like, good work.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayes,
Citra?
do you trust me?
Yeah, absolutely.
This ghost thing. No, don't give me that look. I would love to believe that it's nothing. Okay? Just as much as you would. But all three of us, as we were watching the three of you go through the labyrinth, we couldn't drop it. It could be dangerous. Having a spirit attached to you, what if it's something demonic? What if it's something that could harm you? I'm not asking you to think about it, I'm asking you to trust me to look into it with the others and trust what we're going to try to do for you.
You do whatever you need to do.
And if there's something you want to talk about at any point,
There's nothing to talk about. I don't know why that would be there.
I don't mean talk about to explain to me what's going on. I mean talk about the way you're feeling. I've never seen you shaken up like that.
I don't know Citra, so
She reaches over the desk and puts her hand on your shoulder.
oh, careful, you might be touching a ghost. I'm fine.
I know.
Just keep on.
Yeah. And just don't think about it. For now. Leave us to deal with it.
Go talk to Pandora's mentor or something.
I'm going to.
Seems like a smart guy. Not as smart as you.
She lets you leave.
Yeah.
Pandora. Where does Alexander find you? Does he have to come and knock on your door?
No, she'll have got up, like, got dressed, had breakfast, and gone to the library.
Okay.
Where else?
In which case, Alexander happens across you in the library. Not necessarily looking for you around the school. He knows he'll see you eventually. But he has also gone to the library to return some books. And he spots you across and smiles and comes over. Pandora,
Hi.
how are you doing after yesterday?
Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I've just sort of been going over everything and seeing where I could have improved and where I made mistakes and where I could have done better and, like, yeah, it's good to see you. Like, maybe we can go over some of it.
I would like that very much. Would you like to find somewhere private to speak, or do you have to speak here?
We can go somewhere else.
Okay. Come on down to my office then.
Okay.
Gathers up her stuff. Kingfisher on her shoulder.
Oh, he walks with you slowly, sort of in step, not in any sort of hurry, down to his office and just chats with how you're getting along with the others and did you enjoy doing it as you walk. And then as you get down to the office, he opens the door, lets you in first.
Thanks.
His office, I imagine, is like, instead of the kind of standard like desk big enough for two people to work at for mentors with a chair on either side, he's got a smaller corner desk and like armchairs and private bookshelves in here.
Definitely does.
And like sort of some of the shelves empty of books, but instead with like arcane objects on them and things like that. He gestures to the one of the armchairs and busies himself in the corner with a silver teapot, which he only has to heat up by touching, and then he just pours it straight into mugs.
You still need to teach me how to do that.
I don't know, that's my private trick. And I think people would abuse it than you have.
You know I'd never abuse anything you taught me.
Sits the tea down on like a little table between the armchairs and sits in the other one. So how do you think you did?
There were good and bad points to it, I think. Like, taking down that crystal minotaur at the end was pretty cool. And I'm so glad that it actually worked, because I know the number of times we've tried to use that spell and it hasn't worked. And how I managed to sculpt this spell so it didn't hit the others, because again, that's something that can go so wrong if you don't calculate it properly. But, like, there was other times, like when I touched the sarcophagus and, like, completely got knocked out right at the beginning. That was like, ugh, that's just going to tarnish me for the whole event. That's just gonna be a shadow on my performance the whole time. I just couldn't stop thinking about it.
I have to say, your kill shot on the Minotaur at the end, we were all very impressed. That was how to say this. That was magnificent, Pandora.
She blushes.
He doesn't seem to notice.
It's, I guess, like a
Darker red.
yeah, like a sort of like a vermilion sort of red, I suppose.
Mhm. Yeah, he doesn't seem to notice you blush, or if he does, he's very polite about it. Just picks up his tea and holds onto it and said, I was wondering if you would attempt to use that spell, and I would say that was mastery of it. I haven't seen it used like that for a long time.
Thanks. I was saving it for something big.
And the juggernaut that came out of the sarcophagus. I mean, you took that down as well.
Yeah, I guess I did.
You worked well with your teammates, but you did exceptionally well when you were separated. And that was something that surprised me, I suppose. You didn't even take that potion you picked up to comfort yourself.
You know what? I kind of forgot I had it.
Well, good.
I wonder if just having it and having the placebo was kind of helpful in itself.
Well, it's good to see some confidence in you. And your solution with the chest puzzle in the center with the darkness, brilliant.
That was down to the others as well, though.
Don't talk yourself down. That was your spell, it was your skill,
Yeah.
and if you hadn't had that, who knows what the three of you would have figured out.
We could have just put a blanket over it or something, now that I think about it.
Using Puck to navigate the maze as well.
Yeah, wasn't he great? You were great. And he sort of rattled his feathers.
The two of you were great. You make a great team.
Yeah, that buddy.
Yeah, I'm very proud. Proud of you for being resourceful. Proud of you for being confident. We all agreed you did the best out of the three of you.
What?
Absolutely.
She goes all misty-eyed. Are you serious?
Absolutely, all three of us.
Oh my god.
And one of the best performances in the labyrinth that we've seen.
She's speechless. She's... Thank you.
Of course. Don't let your tea get cold.
Lady Gaga gift. Exceptional, talented, beautiful, stunning.
Number 4. Oh, baby.
So I think it's safe to say, I shouldn't have to say it, but you passed. As I knew you would. I didn't have any doubt in my mind.
That means so much. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
And good use of the invisibility spell you picked up.
Yeah, that was lucky we did.
And the shield.
Yeah, I was lucky we did that as well.
It's not luck, it's just good practice.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're topping your class.
Oh, speaking of this invisibility thing,
Mhm.
like, I figured with the bracelets you're probably watching the whole thing,
Yes.
but, like, did you see... I don't suppose you would have seen what I saw. Like,
I
when
couldn't see what you saw, no.
No.
But I'm inclined to believe you. I mean, that spell would show something like that up instantly.
Yeah, like, it was horrible.
I think that's something perhaps the faculty look into, but you can help me if you want to.
Yeah, of course, I want to help you and I want to help Mayes.
Well, we will help them, and perhaps do a bit of research and then maybe approach them about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to scare them off.
No, like, it seemed to really shake them up when I said that, but I could not, you know?
Oh no, you definitely did the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did have some critique.
Please.
Okay, he looks slightly relieved that you weren't upset immediately when he said
No, please, I need to know what I did wrong so I cannot do it again in future.
It wasn't anything that you did wrong. It was that power you put into that last spell.
Yeah, it took a lot.
It took a lot. It was incredible control, but some of your smaller, more rudimentary spells weren't taking.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know why, maybe, like, my head wasn't in it.
The way we've trained, you should be able to take some of that energy that you put into those huge spells and channel it into your rudimentary magic.
Okay.
I think it's something that we perhaps didn't spend enough time working on, but we can.
Maybe, yeah. Like, we wanted to concentrate on the big stuff and didn't really think of the foundations of it all.
Precisely, and you're nailing the big stuff. So, perhaps back to basics before your next task?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can do that.
Well, would you like to now? Are you feeling up to it? You can take a day of rest. if you want to.
No, I'm fine. I can do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. He finishes his cup of tea and stands up.
She finishes up. This is really good tea, by the way. As always.
Thank you. Please, follow me. He will lead you down to one of Delphos Saga perhaps underground training rooms for spellcasting, sort of way out of contact with the melee and martial fighters.
A bunker.
Especially in case something goes horribly wrong. Takes you down to like a large underground chamber with several dummies set up around the sides, and braziers along the walls lighting it up. And as you walk in, the braziers just the flames grow, and they probably have like a bluish glow to them. He's like, okay. I think perhaps if we just practice some basic hits to start with.
Okay.
So he just throws a hand out and pulls one of the dummies towards him with magic. It does in the center of the room. And he's like, I'm going to move it, I just want you to hit it.
Okay.
So for this, if you just roll attacks at targets.
Okay. Oh, like right back to basics, nothing big and fancy.
Nothing big and fancy. Just those rudimentary skills that don't drain your reserves.
Okay. I can try that.
Okay, make an attack.
She will cast a ray of frost at it.
Nice.
For a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20. Okay. He moves the mannequin dummy towards you, and you just throw out this spell and blast it over instantly. It's like, good.
Okay.
Again.
Okay.
She'll do the same with Firebolt. 9.
9. Second one goes wide as he zigzags the dummy across the room, and you just miss through the middle of it.
Dang it.
It's okay again.
Okay. She'll try the same thing, another Firebolt. Better, 18.
18. Blast the dummy. It sort of eruptures in flame, and he has to put it out before the dummy burns. Okay, good. Now you feel that arcane energy sort of forming inside of you and coming out through the spell. I want you to try and hold on to that feeling.
Okay.
Are you ready for something bigger?
Yes.
Okay. And Alexandra is going to conjure woodland beings. He conjures immediately 8 pixies.
Oh wow, that's cool. You're gonna have to teach me how to do that.
They sort of coalesce in the air out of smoke and just flapping on their tiny wings, about the same size of pup, and sort of buzzing around the room, their eyes on you. He sends them flying towards you, and essentially they're all just going to dodge to make them harder to hit.
Okay.
So I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, still the most basic things?
Still the most basic things, nothing higher.
Okay.
She will try and send a Firebolt at the closest one.
Okay.
Disadvantage. 14.
14 just misses.
Okay.
Wily.
Okay, try something else. They're just going to keep taking the dodge action as they flit around your head all over the room.
Okay. Ray of Frost. 14 again, with a crit as well on the other one.
Oh.
Dang it.
Try something that doesn't require you to hit the target. Try an effect.
She'll swing her pendulum and bells will ring out through the bunker space. Is it just on one? I think it's just on one. Yeah, can the closest one make a wisdom saving throw?
Sure can. That is a 14.
Just succeeds.
Just succeeds. So it succeeds, but Alexander is like, it's okay. Try and channel that energy that you feel inside yourself. Try and damage it anyway.
What? It dodged it.
You can latch onto the creature, you can force it to take damage. I know you have this strength in you. It's part of what we've been training with, the same power that gives you the ability to sculpt your spells. Try again.
She'll swing it again. Another wisdom save.
Yeah, it succeeds again, but you can roll half damage with your potent cantrip spellcasting.
Yeah, she sort of closes her eyes, feels the link between herself, her crystal, the pixie. Ooh! That's 15, so that's reduced to 7. 7 necrotic damage.
It dissipates in the air as it's sent back to the plane that it comes from.
Wait, that worked?
It worked. Again.
Okay.
Does again on the next one.
This one fails.
Okay.
That's another 2d8. 9 necrotic damage.
9 necrotic damage. Another one vanishes out of the air. Another 5 will hit it.
Another 5. Okay.
They're still dodging.
Yeah.
9.
Again.
Oh, better. 24.
24. Roll damage.
2d10s. Oh, 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. Another one disappears, it erupts in the flame. Good, Pandora. And he will keep this up, summoning more and more of them as you clear the field, and he summons more.
Okay.
After a while, he starts to summon larger things, and you can feel with these spells that when you're hitting targets, they're taking heavy damage. When you're forcing an effect onto them, even when they're trying to break away from it, you're doing half the damage you would anyway.
This is so cool.
I knew you had it in you.
Yeah. Okay, just take 5.
Yeah, you can take a break. You can take a break, and he just dismisses all of the pixies at once. All of them just boop, 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 boop. Puck chasing one of them as it disappears.
You get him, buddy. You get him.
Good.
Okay, that was so cool.
That's what I want to see in your next task.
Yeah. Thank you. That's gonna be really useful.
I will let you take a break now.
Yeah, it's not the feeling drained in the arcane sense. It's just there were so many of them and they were so quick.
You did very well.
Thanks.
You should probably go find your peers and
Yeah, I will.
tell them that you passed.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how they did as well.
I'll let you get to it then. And he dismisses you.
She makes her way out, but blushing furiously.
Right, the three of you find each other somewhere in the academy, perhaps in the court outside.
Hey guys,
Hi.
good news?
Yeah, like what?
We all passed.
Yeah, we all passed. Oh, congratulations, guys! You were so good.
You too.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
I'm so proud of all of us.
Couldn't have done it without you guys.
Yeah.
And we get to do the next part together again.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to it. That means we get to go celebrate, and we can do what you guys said. And we can go get to know each other,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
and we can take you to the Coliseum.
Yeah, as a note, that is tonight.
Yeah.
Coliseum tickets.
Okay.
Cool.
Should we I don't know.
We should get dressed. We should get dressed nice for it. How long is it till the gladiator arena? Like, have we got hours?
Yeah.
Is he just very keen?
You've probably got about... I'd say the games probably start fairly early because they're like family events as well. Like people go here in massive groups, so they probably start at about like 6:30 in the evening. It's probably like 2 in the afternoon now.
Okay,
Okay.
we've got some time, sure.
Yeah, I know. But we can get food and stuff as well.
That'd be good.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should go check with Master Awa, see if there's like some contracts that we could take between now and
That's a good
Yeah.
our
idea.
second task.
Yeah.
You need to work off your debt, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need to look off our dead.
I've got way more than you guys. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah,
It was.
But like, before we go get too into it, we should just
Do
have a look, I
the
guess.
sensible things first and then we can celebrate.
Exactly.
Sounds good. Let's go see it fast.
Okay. You head to Sebast's office. As the master of contracts, Sebast is always in one place in the school.
He is a fixed location.
Fixed location in PC. You knock on the door, there's no one else waiting. He's like, come in.
Hello.
You three.
Yeah.
we wanted to look at some contracts that you got going.
Yes, you finished your first task.
We did.
Yeah, we passed.
I have a record here of the debts that you've run up for the,
Yeah, you do.
the equipment.
We need to start paying some of those off.
Yes, it was, I believe, 180 gold for you,
Yeah.
252 for you, and 335 gold for you.
Yeah, I know. I figured it was worth it.
It was worth it for your chainmail and...
Is there anything that you didn't use that you'd like to return to ease the debt? I mean, you can hang on to them for future tasks, so...
No, I'll keep mine. They came in handy, so...
Yeah, I think I'm good with everything I have. I'll
Same.
hang on to it for now.
It saves buying it again.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then if there's anything you found that you wanted to hand over,
Oh.
you can.
I don't know who has it, but we found that potion at the end. Like the little... It was like a purpley sort of
Oh yeah.
crystal vial potion.
Do you want me to find out what this is for you?
That
Yeah.
would be good. Thank you.
I say, Sebastian casts Identify.
Yay!
Seems like something the Master of Contracts would be able to do.
Yeah.
And he hands it back to you and goes, this is a potion of dark vision.
Oh, that's
Yes.
useful.
We'll give 1 hour of dark vision to the person who drinks it.
Oh, amazing.
That's just incredibly handy.
Well, like, I can see it, like, one of you guys have it, because, like, obviously I can see in the dark.
I've still got my lantern.
Sure. We'll just keep hold of it. We don't know when we need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, do you want to hang on to it in your stuff?
That sounds good.
Okay.
How much do I owe again?
335 gold.
Oh boy.
You're here, I suppose, to find a way to pay that off.
Yeah, we wanted
Yeah.
to see what contracts you have going.
Of course. Well, we've been quite busy at this time of year. We often are with the final exams and people taking in contracts, but there are a few things coming up. He leaves through some papers on his desk, licks a finger, lifts something else up, goes through a drawer, and pulls out a few scrolls and just... Right, we have a contract here for some outliers in the marshes. Some fishermen who live out there. Apparently there's a group of humanoid creatures in the water that have been sinking some fishing boats.
Oh.
They're offering a sum of 200 gold total and travel expenses, offered to students who will find these creatures and eliminate them or, usher them on their way.
Okay.
Right.
That would be split between you.
Of course.
There's another here. Looks through a few more, looks at the three of you, considers your skills in terms of what he's willing to let you go on. It would just be the three of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a local temple of Pelor in a village outside Erin called Aegeum. They're requesting Delphos students to escort pilgrims to a village in the east called Caladeus. Sum of 210 gold is offered.
Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
And
How far is the journey for that to,
it would probably be 4 days in total,
Okay.
there and back.
No, I'd be more than happy to help people go on their pilgrimage.
Then, slightly further north on the coastline, up from Erin, some people have been disappearing. This is quite a serious one. A sum of 260 gold is offered to anyone or any people who can find the cause of this and stop it, with bonus sums for bringing back each missing person.
Okay. That
Right.
one sounds quite pressing.
I'd be very interested in doing that.
Yeah, definitely. They all sound very
And
pressing.
there is one more, but I don't know whether it will clash with your next exam. It's not for a few weeks.
What is it?
Some guards / guides for political visitors from Vishima.
Oh,
But that's not for a few weeks. I thought I'd offer it to you because perhaps it might be of interest for quite a hefty sum of 700 gold pieces. It's
Oh my gosh.
4 days worth of work guarding and guiding them around the city.
huh.
Okay. Well, I mean, that would pretty much wipe out all of our debt.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep it in mind because if it does clash, then...
Yeah, we'll have to
These
see.
first 3 that I'm offering you, they're as soon as possible.
Okay.
That one is in sort of 10 to 15 days as far as I know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, the people disappearing sounds pretty pressing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd be happy to do all 3 of those, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like, happy to do them all as well.
Okay, I can put those on reserve for you, but I don't want you to take all 3 of them just in
No,
case.
no, of course.
Suggest perhaps starting with the missing people, just so we can nip that in the bud.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Well then, the 3 of you, and unrolls the contract, places it in front of you with a pot of ink and a pen. Would you like to sign the bottom of it? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To dry, rolls it back up. As soon as you're ready to begin that, you can come to me, gather the information you need and set out.
Cool.
Thank you.
We'll probably do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Give ourselves tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the second task isn't for a few days, right? Like
Yeah,
we
so
have
No, it shouldn't be for perhaps even a week.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have
Yeah,
to.
Laura Kai, we say we got plenty of time this week to do
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
So tomorrow will be good.
Yeah, why not?
Tomorrow morning then, I will make sure everything is prepared for you to take on your journey.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So much.
Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow then.
I'll see you.
Oh, before we go, you're in charge of, well, not necessarily the labyrinth itself, but like contracts and like organizing things like that. I just wondered if you knew anything more about the labyrinth, because
Yeah.
there was a lot of sort of things that we found out but didn't really understand why they were in place.
Like the ancient Irani and the Baphomet stuff.
Yeah, and like the abyssal and like was that
I was wondering that was.
I can tell you, but you have to promise you'll keep this information to yourselves, away from the other students.
Of
That's
Yeah,
part
of
of
course. Lips are sealed.
See, it is a prehistoric site.
it's really
I can tell you that the ancient Irani was placed there by professors
okay.
in order to plan the labyrinth, but anything in reference to abyssal, that wasn't us.
So that's like a real historical site that we're in?
It was. The labyrinth itself was discovered by a student some 20 years ago on a contract hunting down a spirit naga at the time.
No way.
It had nested there and was seeking to use you saw what sort of information was there, unfinished rituals and research within the labyrinth to finish a transformation.
For what?
Spirit nagas, many nagas can do things to this sort of effect, but they can transform into like a powerful being, and it was unfortunately missing key elements of its transmutation and hunting down mages for their research and their skills within Erin, and had to be stopped. The Spirit Naga was defeated by the student and some of the faculty of Delphos.
What people? Any of them who still work here? Like
Not working here anymore. This was quite a large event actually for the city, but it was hushed up for the school to use the labyrinth for training. Delphos did some investigation afterwards, trying to make sense of everything we found in there, and we needed to make sure it was safe before anyone could enter. Found numerous writings in abyssal, and diagrams on magical illusions and necromantic rituals, arcane journals helping us piece it together. Seemed like an ancient cult of Baphomet, as you said,
yeah.
constructed a place of worship down there, deep underground, and built the labyrinth itself to keep out trespassers and unwanted visitors. But perhaps instead it was a rite of passage for initiates. A lot of it was unclear from what was left there.
Yeah, it's a lot of sort of half information, like especially when we couldn't read abyssal. Like,
Quite, and there's not that many people that can,
no.
But what happened to the cult is very unclear, but scholars have managed to date back some of those writings to nearly 500 years before recorded history.
No way.
Some 1200 years ago.
Pandora's just transfixed. She's like, this is so cool.
The student who discovered the labyrinth went on to join Erin City Council, and so consequently the city permitted the academy to use the tomb for training purposes.
Who was that student?
High Councillor Leonardo.
Impressive.
Leonida? Are they related to Alexis by any chance?
His father, I believe.
No way.
Much of the construction inside there is original, although we have removed anything fatal from the traps and the puzzles, and put a few of our own in, as I'm sure you discovered. But most of the original information we left inside there to aid or confuse students. And much, much more of it was archived for research.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's quite the sight, isn't it?
It's amazing that you
very
still use
impressive.
it.
Yes.
And that it's still so intact.
Yeah.
It requires occasionally a fair bit of reconstruction
I can imagine.
after exams.
I suppose every time someone kills a crystal minotaur, you have to go make a new one.
We do. Yes.
Expensive.
It's cool though.
That's
It's really cool.
tough.
Yeah, but like the fact he just would run up to you and then be like, ah, and then run away.
To wear
quite
down
funny.
students before the end.
Oh,
Tricky.
That
just seems
makes
kind of
sense.
funny.
That's quite a good strategy, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it with the blindness though.
Yeah, you slowed it down.
I didn't think that would work, but
I hope that satisfies your curiosity.
no, it
in
does.
any
Thank
case.
you.
Thank you.
Amazing.
That's
Thank
so
you.
cool.
I do personally love this stuff. I was a student myself at the time, so it was quite...
What are you?
Yes.
What house were you in?
Antares.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's a very jittery man.
Oh.
I love you, James McAvoy. I love you.
You guys are like, he's Mr. Tumnus.
Yes,
And that's the only satyr.
No, it's Mr. Tumnus or Danny DeVito. There's no in between.
Oh my god.
I might put a Danny DeVito satyr in just for you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
No, that's
so
amazing. Are
yeah.
the rest of the exams based in historical sites as well? Because that's so cool if they are.
Quite a few of them.
I guess we'll find out.
Gushing history.
I know you probably can't tell us anything either, but there was a student that was brought in last night. Are they okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid I don't know.
Okay.
It's not anything to do with the contract. If it was, I would have been told.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I thought I'd ask you.
Yeah. Oh, they're okay.
Yeah.
I hope so too. A friend of yours?
We don't know who it was. They
Ah.
It was all very hush hush. They kind of
created
put an illusion over themselves so that no one would see.
and went through like a back door in the infirmary when we were there getting patched up.
Well, I sincerely hope they're okay. But I wouldn't worry about it. The infirmary will have it covered.
Yeah, of course.
I will see you in the morning, I suppose.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Let me leave. See you early.
See you early.
Okay, so we got to go get food. Because if you think I'm going to watch the gladiators on an empty stomach, no.
We deserve a good meal.
We do.
Can we get ice cream?
Yes. We can definitely get ice cream
Sure.
and gelato.
Gelato.
Both.
How many gelatos are you going to eat today?
Yes. That's the answer.
Is that a question or a challenge?
Challenge.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's get changed. I want to go in my uniform.
Same.
You dress yourselves in like informal clothing,
Casual gear.
casual tunics that are not uniform branded.
Just one shoulder.
Just one shoulder.
Oh,
but
you just get going nip out. Nip out. Nip and gills out.
Nice. I would say, Icarus, you probably know of a place called the Pathari Tavern across from where the gladiator arena is, that you know does good food and ice cream.
Do they have like gladiator merch as well?
Like a sports bar.
Probably.
Oh my god, it's ancient Greek sports bar.
It's got a doll of Damon that when you squeeze its belly it goes flex.
And makes a lion's roar, yeah.
Is that one place we went to in LA where they throw the peanut shells on the floor? Just literally
On the
peanut
floor.
shells. Yep.
Yes, it's a sports bar.
I know a place we could go.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, and it's real close to the arena, so we'll be there on time.
Perfect.
Follow your lead.
You would also know that if you take your insignia badges, you can get a discount there.
Take your badges.
Okay.
We get student discount on drinks.
This is the college AU of my dreams.
Yeah.
Now, out of the uniform. I'm a student.
I promise.
Okay. You head on off, back into the streets of Erin. You take a stroll through the Imperial Plaza, and through it to the other side, and you see the massive sandstone walls of the gigantic Moor Colosseum, once again, for the first time since 2 mornings ago. Outside, there is already masses of people queuing up. This Colosseum holds thousands and thousands of spectators, and they are queuing up to get inside.
That's usually me.
But not today.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do we need to start queuing like now, or?
No, I figured we just give our names and they'll just show us our seats. Yeah.
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 Let's go get some food and it'll be fine.
We can relax.
Okay.
You make your way to the Pathari Tavern, which is essentially like, it's got like a terrace at the front with tables outside, looking right at the Moor Arena. And there's a young half-elf bartender who's like, "Hi, Icarus."
Oh no. Hi. How you doing? I brought friends.
You did?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's different.
Wow.
Take a seat anywhere you want. I'll get some drinks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And they come on out to you with 3 flagons of wine, set them down on the table, and a plate of dolmades.
The usual.
Yeah. The usual.
So he doesn't normally have people to share the other 2 flagons of wine with.
Can I get anything for you?
You already got me covered.
Just some fried fish.
Fried fish?
Do you have stuffed peppers?
We do indeed have stuffed peppers.
Stuffed peppers, please, would be amazing.
No problem.
Thanks.
Leaves you to it, sat out on the terrace.
I love this place.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's not too hot. It's basically the start of winter here in Erin, which means it's like
2 degrees cooler.
2 degrees cooler in the summer. It's like 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Some little moths and flies buzzing in the air, but nothing bothering you like it would in the heat of summer. And this time the sun's starting to dip low, but not close to sunset yet. Just throwing like a golden evening light over the entire street.
I love this time of year.
So, we know we all passed,
Yes.
Yeah.
and we know what each other are like in a tricky situation. I know your favorite colors now.
No, you
Yeah.
don't.
Did you tell?
Did you lie?
Did you lie?
No, I'm kidding.
I figured. So, I guess it's... What else do we say that friends are supposed to know about each other?
Oh, just chat and get to know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where did you guys grow up? Like, I know that you've always lived in Erin and you were from Rishima, but like, not really much more aside from that. Do you have like brothers and sisters?
I didn't have any siblings. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my grandfather. We all lived together. And sometimes we have my friend Jiro around for dinner and stuff. His mom went missing when we were like 10. So we had him around a lot more after that.
Did they ever find her?
Oh, no, it's I think I said before, it's very... A lot of the land in Vashim is very wild. And every now and then people just kind of go wandering off and go missing. Or that's what they tell you.
That's spooky.
Yeah, sometimes it's kind of spooky out there, but it's home. It's beautiful. We had a great time.
We have to go there one day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back.
Oh,
Take you guys
you
with
can
me
show
if
us
you
around,
want.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
How about you?
Oh, there's me, my dad, and my 2 sisters, Persephone and Penelope.
Cute.
Persephone is 4 years older, Penelope?
Pineapple?
And how much have you had?
I've had 1. Persephone is 4 years older, and Penelope is 5 years younger than me. But yeah, we were always really close.
That's nice.
Yeah, my dad's great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I should call him. Oh, I need to tell him, like, about everything from yesterday, and like that we passed and that we're doing the second one, and yeah.
I bet he's gonna be dead proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top of your class, best in the group.
Yeah. I'll wait until we're done here though, so like,
Sure.
like,
You can tell him you came to the mall too.
Yeah, so many firsts. God, I can only have a short message though. I'm gonna need to like do it in like shorthand somehow.
You can send a letter maybe.
Yeah, it's nice to hear his voice though.
Yeah, of course.
And you?
Lorgai is my family.
Mm-hmm.
Came to Erin when I was about 9.
Oh, so you weren't from Erin before?
No, not really.
Where were you from before?
Not anywhere really. I guess other side of Calera.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Far to go.
Yeah, kind of far. But you know, boats are we took the boat here. But yeah, so I was in the temple, which was great, and then I met Lorgai because he was injured from he was in the army. He was a really great soldier, and he got injured, which is why he lost his his leg and his eye.
Yeah.
And I helped heal him when I was like 14, 15.
That's really big for a teenager to do.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, I was just putting into effect what I could do.
Yeah. And what, you took a shine to each other?
Yeah, something like that. And he said that I got potential, so he let me move in with him. And I lived with him for a few years until he was convinced me to finally join the academy.
Good call on his part.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It was still quite funny moving all of my stuff out of his apartment in the academy to the dorms on the
At
academy.
least you didn't have far to go then.
No.
You could just keep going back and forth. You didn't need to take a cart or anything.
Yeah, and now he's told me I'm not allowed to move back in with him after this, so apparently he has lady friends now.
He's allowed.
Yeah, I can see that.
I know, but also, wow.
Come on. You're an adult, you can get your own place.
Yeah, I know, I just didn't think about it.
You just kind of assumed it would go back to how it always was.
Yeah, I don't know, I shouldn't have, but...
I guess I know what you mean though. Like, I always kind of assumed when I'm done here I'm just gonna go back to my dad's place. But I probably shouldn't. I should probably get my own place like Persephone.
I mean, we could live together.
Really?
Well, why not? It'd be cheaper.
That's true.
I don't know how long I'm going to be staying in Erin after everything.
Oh, you can stay with us anyway.
Sure.
Great.
For a bit.
Well, do you know what you want to do like when you leave?
I was actually talking with Citra about it. I just was thinking of maybe getting involved in some of the organizations and contacts that the school has.
Oh, okay. Like,
Taking on some, I guess, apprentice work with people with actual experience.
yeah. Yeah, that could be really good for you.
Yeah, it will be.
Yeah. It's a good way to, like, learn on the job, I guess.
Exactly.
And, I mean, you're gonna stay here because you're gonna become a gladiator.
Even
Maybe.
better than the Lion of Erin.
This,
Wow, I really doubt that, but...
the
You could be.
sea lion of Erin.
The Shark of Erin.
The shark of Erin.
I don't know. I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I technically still work at the temple.
Okay.
I help out there every free day that I've got. And for big events and occasions that come up, I go and do official business there with them.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
So maybe still with that, I know. I think Lorgai thinks that I can not do better than the temple, but that I should dream bigger, I guess.
That's okay to dream bigger.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you guys? Do you work or?
Not really. Like, I did some tutoring for a while to earn a little bit of pocket money, but my dad wants me to become like an advisor to like nobility or the government or something.
Yeah?
Like my mom was. Cause that's what my sister does now. She was at the academy as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah, I can see you doing that.
Yeah. Like,
Do you want to do that?
well, that's what my dad wants.
No, that's not what I asked though.
I don't know. Like, I guess I've never really thought about it. It's just always been what my goal was because that's what he's always said. Like, You can go to Delphos and get a great job working as an advisor, like your mom.
It's a high expectation. I can see why you're so nervous all the time.
Yeah, I don't want to let it down.
That's fair, but like Icarus said, you think about what you want to do.
I guess. It's just because he's like always put in so much work for the three of us. Like he works so hard. Like to provide us with a nice house and a good education. I feel like I kind of owe it to him. Especially because he loved my mom so much.
That's fair.
Is she not around anymore?
No, she passed away when I was 8.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So, you should still think about what you want to do. If you could, anything in the world. Like, your dad's never said, I think you should do this. What would you want to do?
Man, I guess I've never really thought about it. Like, it would be nice to do something for me and not just to advise someone else,
Yeah? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know what, but like, yeah, it would be nice to not have to tell someone else what to do and just tell myself what to do.
Well, maybe you can be in a position of power and advise yourself.
I don't know about that, but like, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Never say never.
Yeah.
As you're talking, you notice that the street is starting to fill up with vendors, essentially. Like this is a huge stretch of promenade, like sort of a huge open space of street between you and the Colosseum. And all through this space, there's people putting out blankets on the floor with their wares on, there's people setting up tables with like colourful awnings over the top. Music starts playing somewhere further down the street as it starts to get a little bit darker, and vendors setting up like stores with used books and antiques, jewellery. There's like freshly grilled meat on sale all down this stretch of street.
Those guys with the the mats on the floor, you can get a tiny maw statue.
How many tiny maw statues do you have?
One. That's a normal amount to have.
Do I believe him? 19.
He's got more. God's sake.
Do they come in different colors or something?
Yeah, you can get them in any color you want.
Mm-hmm. Purple. I don't want one.
I'm okay. I'm good.
Okay.
Although some of this stuff looks cool, like it might be nice to have a look before we go inside.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it all tourist hat? It's not all tourist hat, it's a really lovely market. You know that there is in the centre of Erin, like every fortnight, at the end of every fortnight, there's a marketplace in like the central square of Erin called the Agora. But this just looks to be like a smaller version of it, and that's like a massive kind of flea market with people peddling all kinds of crafts and second-hand things, antiques, books. This is just a handful of the sellers. And there's definitely tat amongst them, like people who are making the most of this massive crowd outside the Colosseum. But there are some really nice stalls with like jewellery made out of gemstones and like fancy clothing or brooches, old books. Some people selling like beautifully made like daggers and stuff like that. Anything you kind of think of as sweet stalls. Yeah, all down this huge stretch outside the Colosseum.
I will go to my usual candy store.
Yeah.
And get some, like, ancient Greek popcorn.
It would be pastelli, which is like a small puff pastry bar made with honey and sesame seeds.
I will get some of them. Good.
I want to get some baklava.
You can absolutely get some baklava.
Oh yeah.
Damn right.
A little sharing plate of it.
I imagine there's also something similar to like honeyed cashews, like Turkish delight kind of thing, isn't there?
Have you got like gelato or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like some Iranian delight, please.
Iranian delight. Yeah, you can buy up. Probably all of your snacks probably cost you about 2 silver.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Gelato and baklava.
So much good food.
I want it.
Nice.
Greek food. I want it.
Greek food.
Mostly the street is just like, it's just a wonderful experience to walk up and down and look at everybody's stalls, and you really feel the buzzing atmosphere of people getting ready for a night out at the Coliseum. Like, whilst this happens frequently, it's like the epicenter of entertainment in Erin, and the people who are queuing up here, some of them come here every week, some of them have saved up for ages to come and see a match, and everyone is buzzing with excitement. You see families, you see couples clearly out on a date, you see old veterans who probably come to the arena to get like a glance of what their life used to be like when they were back as soldiers and things like that. And you see people peddling tickets outside, offering to get you better seats. But
just gonna go to the front of the queue then?
yeah, sure. As you stroll past the front of the queue, you see people who've been queuing for ages, just sort of looking at you like, who do these people think they are, strolling up to the front of the queue?
Hi,
Are you sure we can do this? Like, don't we need to queue?
Yeah, they took our names.
yeah, we got told to... hi, we got our names taken.
Mayes Hasagawa, Icarus Paleo, Pandora Darasi.
Guest list?
Yes.
Guest list. And goes and looks through a few scrolls and you see this scroll sort of wind down, and eventually finds your names. Like, you see their face of, ooh. Welcome to the mall.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Come with me.
Okay.
Sure.
They rope off the front where everyone's queuing and take you away from the main entrance.
Are
Okay.
we not just gonna go to the seats?
Well, you've got VIP passes. I'm going to take you round to the gladiator's door at the side.
Hey, buddy. Do you need a minute?
Are you okay?
Yeah, give me a second.
You're moving away from the main street around the side of the Coliseum here, and slowly the din of excitement and the buzzing sensation of being in the street sort of peters out as you get to an area that isn't crowded. There aren't many people wandering around here, to a rather plain looking door at the side, and it has sort of an ancient staff only sign, and they let you in the back.
Give me a sec. Here you go.
Thank you.
Right this way.
Be cool.
Yeah, cool. I'm cool.
You're the coolest. You just passed your first exam.
Yeah, we did. We just passed our first exam.
You're the coolest person I know.
I'm so lame. Okay.
The concierge like walks ahead of you and just ignores everything you're saying. Leads you into a darkened corridor at the back that's just lit with a few torches down the corridor. Not unpleasantly so, but like not lit bright enough for everyone to see. Leads you down past a few different rooms with closed off doors, through a few winding passages to the point where you're not entirely sure you'd be able to walk back to that door on your own. You see one long corridor tunnel with an open archway at the end, and you see straight out into the pit of the arena. You can see the sand, you can see the obstacles that have been laid out for the early games, and you can see these massive rows of seating going all the way up the arena wall. Just a glimpse of it at a distance, and you keep walking past.
I want to compete here so bad.
You could.
I'm sure you should talk to someone.
Yeah, I would love to.
You're led down the next corridor and through a large set of double doors into a much wider space. And in here, the floors are marbled. There's marble columns lining the walls and like sculptures and artwork, plush seating, and a huge fountain in the middle.
This is fancy.
It's much brighter, and the concierge just gestures for you to take a seat.
Really?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm sure someone will be with you soon.
Okay.
Let them know.
Thanks.
I'll wait till he leaves and closes the door.
He closes the door.
Is there anyone else in here with us?
Nope.
This is so cool!
Do you want like a pillow to scream into or something? Just like let it out?
Yeah.
Just like tossing the sofa cushion. Feels good, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool.
It is truly beautiful here. The walls are like painted with murals. It's light, basically for how reflective a lot of the marble surfaces are, throwing light back over this room. Much, much brighter, and quite a number of doors off it.
gonna sit on the edge of the fountain, just like, yeah.
Let's just check out some of the paintings. And,
Yeah, beautiful murals of gladiatorial fights and beautiful women, like myths and legends sort of painted onto the walls as well. You see like a dragon turtle painted into the water of one of the murals, and like a griffin with a rider on top painted onto one of the other walls. As you're examining them, one of the doors to one of the side rooms opens, and you catch the tail end of a conversation and someone laughing, and you see Damaris walk out.
Damaris!
Hey.
That's you three.
Hi.
Hi!
You made it.
Yeah!
Yeah, we were not expecting
No, really,
this.
Not at all. Thank you so much.
That's okay. It's not my idea. You thanked Damianos.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, he said that you spoke to him and you had to meet somebody, and well, he said it'd be easier if you just came back here, so...
Yeah, we
Sure.
need to meet Nicostratus at
Yes.
some point.
Sure, he's getting ready at the moment, but maybe after the games.
Sure. We wouldn't want to like throw him off his game or anything.
But yeah, we don't want to leave you here. That's, what would you like to see, I guess? You can see that she's ready for the game. She's got her gladiatorial armor on and her hair like plaited back away from her face.
Can I see the armory?
You know what? Why not? Why not?
Okay.
Follow me then.
Okay.
She takes you through another set of doors into another corridor, and you go down this one to a large armory room. She pushes the door open and gestures for you to take a look inside.
Kid in the candy shop. They're just getting so excited about all the different types of weapons and...
You note that like nothing in here is anybody's speciality weapon,
No.
but there is just like a whole rack of spears and like dozens and dozens of shields, some of them in better states of repair than others.
Nets and stuff.
Yeah, like all of the possible equipment the gladiators could use in the games, like strung up all over the place.
This is amazing!
Like, this is more than we have at Delphos.
Yeah!
Like, this is the most sharp things I've seen in a room ever.
Yeah. That is so cool.
You can touch it if you're careful.
Like, are they real? Like,
Absolutely. I mean, some of them we have blunted things for some games, but yeah, we fight for real. You take out a sword.
Just swings it around like, yes! This is so cool. I definitely want to compete here at some point.
yeah, how does one go about, like, getting involved in becoming a gladiator?
Or is there like a free-for-all session?
Oh well, we do those sometimes. There'll probably be one coming up in a few weeks. You know, there's like a winter festival coming. They do a thing here for that where people can try it out. But mostly, if you wanted to be a gladiator, you could just speak to somebody here.
I might try it. Depends on what day the trials or the free-for-all is on here, because I'm usually busy during the Winterfest.
Right.
Yeah, but I work at one of the Temple Court.
That's great. Oh, did you do your exams?
We passed!
Yeah,
That's the labyrinth.
we did the labyrinth.
You did the labyrinth.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
It was so cool.
Oh, come back with me. Let's get out of this dark space.
Yeah.
She leads you back to the bright and beautiful room, away from like what is clearly just utility storage rooms.
Pandora took out the Crystal Minotaur in one...
Like, you guys took it down, like, quite a bit before I finished it.
You
so-
conjured a giant ball of fire.
inside of it!
That's impressive.
She's, like, really embarrassed. It was nothing.
No, it was great. Like, it was so interesting, and just you used your familiar to see where we could go, and you getting all the traps undone. It was really good.
I'm so pleased to hear that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You should. Do you want a congratulatory drink?
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, why
I
not?
wouldn't say no.
Why not? You're having a congratulatory night here. It's on me now. And she pushes one of the doors open, the one that she came out of. She pushes it open and just gestures over her shoulder for you to follow. And she takes you into what is essentially like a lounge room
Oh my god.
for the gladiators.
Oh my god. Private bar.
Yeah, essentially they've got like drinks.
bar.
On one end, they've got like a feast laid out on a table for them. You can see Ezra in here and a couple of other gladiators that you didn't meet the other night getting prepared with assistants around them. You see Ezra is being oiled up. Some of the others are having like their hair sort of primed and primped, ready to go out in front of a crowd. And they're all sort of chatting and laughing casually with each other. And there's plenty of seating around, people relaxing. You do see NyxRising, who was the other one you met at the bar but didn't get the name of at the time, lounging on one of the seats. He's got legs crossed and he looks up and just looks away again like, oh, this probably happens sometimes. She's like, make yourself comfortable.
Thanks.
Are there any other like friends or family or like guests in here other than just
There's a couple of people that you would recognise as not gladiators, and you would probably be able to decipher aren't warriors here to fight. You do see another tiefling. You see a tiefling wearing like the basis of like the first parts of gladiatorial armour. He has sky blue skin and short curly black horns and like masses of white curly hair pushed back, and is tattooed up both arms in full white ink depicting griffins in flight. You also see what looks almost like a Goliath, but not quite. You imagine like maybe half Goliath. A half Goliath woman, but about 6'5", the same grey skin as a Goliath, and the same dark markings, but a bit smaller. She's got her head shaved down really, really short. And
Just the realization that one person slept with a Goliath, and it's like,
Good for you.
good for them.
Icarus, you would know that her name is Sarpedon,
That's Sarpedon.
and you would know that the tiefling is called Orion.
And Orion.
I've never seen another tiefling like that before. Like, obviously my sisters and my mom, but like, outside of us, I've never seen another tiefling.
He has looked up and does look quite alerted that he's just seen a tiefling.
Say hi.
You sure? Like, I don't know what to say.
Orion.
Hi,
Hi. We're big fans. This is Pandora.
nice to
This
meet
is
you.
Mayes. I'm Icarus.
I
Hi.
rarely ever met another tiefling.
I've never seen one outside of my family.
He shakes your hand and is just like, wow,
Sorry, this is really cool and like really unexpected.
yeah.
It's great to meet you.
Guests to know, VIPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please get comfortable. It's just great to meet you.
Thanks.
Yeah. What do you do in the arena? Are you like, I don't know, like sort of specialized in anything or?
Chariot races are my specialty.
Chariot racing? I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, and griffin riding.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Orion is very skilled at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go ahead, ask me any questions you want. Like, we are trying to get ready, but
Oh, we don't want to like get in your way if you're.
we can talk. And like one of the assistants comes over and just starts helping him into like van braces and stuff as we chat.
Are you performing tonight?
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
There you go. We'll see it tonight.
Yeah.
yeah.
Matched up against anyone in particular, or?
Well, probably beasts, most likely.
Okay.
You'll see me and my griffin.
If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? Like I say, I've never seen another tiefling apart from my family here in Erin.
A little bit north, like up past the Smoking Hills,
Okay.
around sort of the north of the Chaste.
That's where my mom is from, the Smoking Hills.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's many of us around here, but
No.
it's nice to meet you. Good to meet
It's
you.
really good to meet you.
And you too as well, I promise I'm...
Oh no,
Nice.
I get it.
Sorry, it's just the thing, like...
No,
It's strange, it's unusual.
It's really weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, why aren't there more tieflings out in the world?
Oh yeah, I'd say that I think you were the second one I ever saw, and then third.
Well, we are uncommon.
Yeah.
As you know, Damaris comes over with drinks as well and hands them out between you.
Ooh.
Thank you. We're just getting to know Orion a little bit.
Well, great. Take your time to speak to whoever you want to. I'm not here to mind you.
No, we want to speak to you as well, though.
Yeah, okay. These three just passed their first exam at Delphos, and the two of them sort of banter back and forth in excitement.
Yeah, Pandora ruled. And Mayes ruled.
And
No.
so did you.
Oh, we can't tell you anything about it, though. We've been sworn to secrecy.
Yeah, so I've heard from Damaris, not even to people who don't go to the school.
We gotta keep up the mystique, I guess. But yeah, this is an incredible experience. Just thank you again, Damaris, for inviting us.
So grateful.
Oh, it's no problem. Like I said, family and friends get kind of sick of taking these tickets.
Never get sick of this.
Anything for Delphos students. Go keep that school rep.
Appreciate it.
Okay, it won't be long until the game starts, so.
So we should probably find where
The seats
you
are-
guys have seated us.
Yes, and then you can come back here afterwards to
You have
speak
after
to-
parties?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If you need to speak to Nicostratus, then later.
Yeah.
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 He's like, oh, you must be the people Damon said to speak to.
Hi.
Sorry,
We'll catch
Catch
you
you
after.
after.
You go
Great,
ahead. You've
great.
got stuff to do.
See him get up and they just finish sort of fluffing the last of his hair. He's like a big man, broad shoulders. Looks kind of like Idris Elba. And he waves goodbye to you and hurries out, like someone handing him a weapon at the door. And then just as you're getting ready to head out to your seats, the door opens again and you see... You might roll a history check to see if you've seen this person before.
It's my history. Okay.
10.
Damn it, I have +5 in history.
So you wouldn't know.
Oh.
You see a tall, handsome human man, dark stubble against pale skin. Most of his warm brown hair like streaked with grey, despite the fact he doesn't look much older than you two, or you three. And he's got that hair tied back in a short ponytail. Unlike most of the Irani clothing that you see people wearing around here, he's wearing breeches and like a loose white flowy shirt and a pair of round glasses over like icy eyes. Walks inside and he's holding hands with a small hobgoblin boy. They come inside and glance over and says, "Are you Damianos' guests?"
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah.
You're sitting with me, so you should come with me now. Find the seats.
Sure.
Okay.
Adrian, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Pandora.
Nice.
Nice to meet all three of you. Come on, come through.
Sure.
Follow the
Follow the
Scoops up the kid and leads the three of you out down a sort of separate side corridor and emerge through a set of doors. And you emerge out into the Colosseum, not into the pit, but like just in the front row, just like the balustrade away from seeing the pit itself.
This is so close.
I've never been this close. I'm usually over there. At the back.
You're pointing like 30 rows up into
Yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah,
There
okay.
is thousands and thousands of people filling this place. And he leads you around the outside, up a couple of steps to a like platformed area with seats that isn't crowded in with dozens and dozens of benches.
Wow.
This arena that you're looking at is a vast, sprawling space of sand and obstacles, maybe like a quarter of a mile from end to end, and row after row of staggered seating reaching up high along the walls of the Colosseum, filled with thousands and thousands of spectators. The roar of the crowd is absolutely infectious. As you sit down, you just hear people in utter excitement buzzing all around you. You take your seats, and you see down the end one of many sets of doors push open, and a stream of gladiators come out to just this booming celebration from the crowd. And that is where we're going to end tonight.
Awesome! This is so good!
Oh my god. Gladiators.
Zero hero.
I love this.
Yeah.
So excited.
Having your celebrity VIP experience.
We've got good feedback from our mentors, and now we're having our little
Celebration.
I'm in the best day.
This is Icarus's best day.
Yeah, you gotta celebrate after your exams.
yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
Boris.
Thank
Yeah,
you
she-
all.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you for
Oh,
DMing.
good.
Well, hopefully everyone's excited for Gladiators next week.
Absolutely.
But until next time, we are NyxRising. We love you. And we will see you on Wednesday.
We love you.
Bye!
Bye.
Sunbeams, it's Pandora. Are you excited for the show at the Mall Colosseum? Tune in next week to join us in the stands. Happy Pride Month from all of us at Life of the Party. You can get yourself a Pride Flag Life of the Party shirt on our merch store. Proceeds will be going to some great charities, so you can help out people in need at the same time. More in the description below. Special thanks as always to our executive producers, Alissa, Stef Sharp, Katelyn Ferguson, Alexandra Johnson, Liam Moran, and Emily Hogarth. Until next time, always do your best, and we'll see you on Wednesday.